What's up, YouTube peeps and barbecue freaks? Thank you guys for joining me today. In today's video, we are going to make a salsa. It's a recipe I found online. I've never tried this one before. I'm always on the hunt for a good salsa, and I was kind of in the mood to make one aside from my normal salsa. So I found one. It looked interesting. I'm gonna give it a try. We're gonna take some jalapenos, onion, and garlic. I'll show you everything that we're gonna use. We're gonna roast it on the pit barrel cooker. I'm gonna hit it with I'm gonna kiss it with a little mesquite. And we're gonna see how this turns out. I think it's gonna be good. I've never made it before. I hope it's a success. I'm gonna bring you guys along. I hope you guys enjoyed it, or I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get started. All right, so these are peppers that we're gonna work with. I've got 9 jalapeno peppers here. And what I did is just cut off the top end, the stem on all of them. You can use 1 large tomato. I don't have a large one, so I'm using 2 smaller ones. Half a white onion. I'm throwing in a serrano pepper just because I had one. Might as well use it. 2 tomatillos. Now, when you peel these, first of all, make sure you peel them. And after you do, make sure you wash them off, because if you've ever handled tomatillos, you know that they're real sticky. So just wash it off under the sink with just some cold water, or some running water. And I've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 cloves of garlic here. So I'm going to take all of this, and I'm probably going to put it on a rack, and then put it on the rack inside the pit barrel, just so that way, like, I'm not worried about these falling through, but the garlic will fall through the grate. So probably gonna put all of this on a rack, and then just throw the rack inside the pit barrel on top of the grate that comes with the pit barrel, and just let it roast away. So we'll get that pit barrel fired up and get these peppers on. So I'll tell you what I'm going to use. Actually, I've had this actually for a while, and this is designed to actually roast peppers or veggies out on the grill. And you put them in here so that way they don't fall through the grates. I've had this, good gosh, probably a couple years, and I've never used it. I mean, you can see how clean it is. It's just brand new. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take everything, all my jalapenos and garlic and onion, and we're going to put it all in here. So this is going to be perfect for the garlic, so it doesn't fall through the grates. Do that there. And I'm going to take this entire container and just put it right on the rack on the pit barrel. And, I'll just rotate the veggies as they're roasting. So this is actually going to come in handy. First time I've used it, like I said, in like 2 years. So I'm kind of excited to finally be able to use this. So anyway, let's get this on the pit barrel. Right, guys, I got my fire going here. I'm going to take 1 chunk of mesquite. Just drop it right in there, just to give it a kiss of mesquite smoke. Get this rack in here, and I'm going to just dump this right on top. I'm not going to put the lid on. I want that fire to roar, get going, and I'm just going to watch it, and as the peppers start to roast, I'll flip them over. So hopefully that mesquite will give it a nice little kiss of smoke. So I'll pick back up once these are done and we get them back inside. Just giving these a flip. Starting to brown up some. And I'll just continue to do this until, they get to the browning that I like, or until I think they're roasted enough. Get this serrano pepper out here. Get this onion turned around. Garlic. It's coming along. So just let it go. Continue to let it go, and once it's done, we'll get it inside and move on to the next step. All right, you guys, these veggies, or these peppers, have roasted. They're looking good. They actually smell really, really good. So just pull them off, And I let them roast for an hour, and I have to make a correction. I think I said I was going to leave the lid off when I put these on, but I actually went ahead and put the lid on, and that kind of dropped the fire a little bit. So I did put the lid on, and I let these go for 1 hour, exactly 1 hour. And this is what they look like here. The next thing we're going to do is move on to the blender or the food processor part, get this stuff mixed up. We're going to add some other ingredients. It should be good. All right, you guys, the veggies have cooled down, the peppers have cooled down. I've got my food processor here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop 1 chicken bouillon cube here into the pot. If you have it like in the container, in the powder mix already, that would actually be probably ideal, just because it's, you know, easier to mix up. I didn't have any, I only have the cubes. So I'm adding 1 of those in here. To that, I'm going to add my peppers. I have my peppers here and tomato and all that. I'm going to take my garlic. We're going to drop the garlic in here. And I've got 5 cloves of garlic. They're not very big, so I went with 5. Get that in there. We're going to add the tomatillos to the mix. I'm going to add the tomatoes. And I'm going to drop in all the jalapenos and the 1 serrano pepper. They should all fit in here just fine. So I've got that serrano pepper here. I'm going to add that in just for a little extra heat. And then this onion, we're going to drop that in there. Now I could probably, actually I think I'm going to go ahead and cut that up just a little bit, just so it's easier to blend up. It doesn't have to be, you know, even pieces. Just chop it up some, just so it's easier to blend. And that is it there. And to that, I'm actually going to add half a cup of water to start with. So I've got half a cup of water here. We're going to add that in there, just add some liquid. Now I'm probably going to have to add a little more water. We'll see. We're going to start with half a cup and go from there. Next, I'm going to add some kosher salt. I've got some Morton's kosher salt. And this is just a taste really, so I'm probably just going to go about a little over a teaspoon. And that is it. We're going to get it blended up. Got my lid here. Get that attached. Let's get this lid locked down. And then I'm just going to pulse it until it, you know, gets to the texture that I'm looking for. So this is probably gonna be a little loud, so I'm not gonna show all of it, but we're just gonna pulse it some. Got it pulsed up. This is kind of what it's looking like here. I am going to add a little more water to it, but I'm also going to add some pepper. It's just table pepper. You can use coarse black pepper if you like. And I'm going to add, and that was probably like half a teaspoon. I'm going to add some comino, or some ground cumin, or ground comino, cumin. Maybe half a teaspoon. And then come back in here with a little more water. This is about 1/3 of a cup of water. We'll get the lid back on, get it blended up. Dude, this salsa smells amazing. We'll get the lid back on. We're gonna pulse it some more, just until it gets to the consistency that I'm looking for, and then we'll give it a taste. this is what it looks like after posting it. I like the consistency. So we're gonna put it in a bowl. We'll give it a taste and see what it tastes like. All right, so I got the salsa blended up. I got it in my molcajete. The last thing that I'm gonna add is I'm gonna take just a few tablespoons of cilantro that I diced up. I'm gonna add that to the mix. And then I'm gonna start with 1 lime. I may go with 2, we'll see. But I'm gonna start with the 1 first. And I'm gonna squeeze the juice of 1 lime in here. Just to give it a little citrus flavor, a little lime flavor. It actually will go great with the salsa. So that's 1/2, get the other half in here. So this is 1 whole lime. Oh, it smells amazing, you guys. The salsa looks amazing. Just the look alone reminds me of my grandmother's salsa, which I've been trying to replicate or wanting to replicate forever. This is good. So then we'll just give it a mix. Now you may have to add a little more salt, maybe even a little more pepper, but what I would recommend is do not do that until you've let this salsa rest for, you know, probably a couple hours. What's gonna happen is these flavors will marinate with one another, and it might taste one way now. You might feel like you need a little more salt, but as they marinate together and you taste it in a couple of hours, it's gonna taste different. So before you make any adjustments to the taste, I would let it sit for a bit, and that's actually what I'm gonna do. I am going to taste it, but I'm not gonna make any adjustments to this salsa until it's set for a few hours. So, good gosh, it smells amazing. So I'm gonna get a chip, and we're gonna give it a taste. All right, let's give this salsa a taste. Again, I might need to adjust the like the salt content, but I'm not gonna do that until it's rested for a couple hours. However, I am gonna give it a taste. That smells amazing. You smell that, the roasted flavor from those peppers. It smells so good. Let's give it a taste. That is excellent. I'm picking up some heat, but it's not, surprisingly, it's not burning my mouth. You guys saw I didn't remove any of the seeds or anything from the jalapenos or from the serrano. It just has tons of flavor. I think I might need to add a little more salt, but again, I'm not gonna do that until it's settled for a couple hours. Give it one more taste. It just looks amazing. Looks like grandma's salsa. Picking up that lime, just a hint of the lime. That is damn good. First time making the salsa, and it is excellent. I will definitely be making this on the regular. I might pick up again if after it's rested for a couple hours, if I feel like I need to adjust the flavors. If I do, I'll pick back up and I'll let you know what I added to it. If I do not, if I feel after a couple hours that it's fine just the way it is, I'm gonna leave it alone and I'm gonna end this video. So this salsa is good. There's some heat there. This is one of those salsas where it's hot, or there's some heat there, but you just can't like help stop, from eating it. It's excellent. The heat is perfect. The flavor is excellent. I'm digging it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm glad I gave it a try. If you're looking for a jalapeno salsa, this is excellent. I recommend it. It's good. I can't wait till after a couple hours to eat some more. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys next time. Take care.